Legal analysis now. Former federal prosecutor Renato Mariotti is with us. Renato, were you on the Trump legal team? What would be your biggest concern from this filing?
Well, for one thing, the Justice Department mentioned that they have significant evidence of obstruction of justice. That's clearly a focus here. I would also, if I was on the Trump legal team, I'd be concerned about my own criminal liability because it appears that somebody on the Trump legal team signed a false statement, false certification to the Justice Department, and then somebody made false verbal statements to the DOJ and the FBI. So they have their own potential criminal liability themselves.
The DOJ lawyers spent a lot of time in this filing arguing against appointing a special master, Renato, and they referred multiple times to the Nixon case law on executive privilege. Did they meet the burden of what's needed to convince this judge?
I think any reasonable judge, yes. I have to say this executive privilege argument by the Trump team is very bizarre and unprecedented. They're essentially saying that the executive branch shouldn't receive its own documents back, and they're asserting executive privilege against the executive branch. It would be like if one of my clients wanted his own documents back, and I said, no, they're attorney-client privileged. It's his own privilege. It's bizarre to invoke executive privilege against the executive branch.
You know, the former head of the DOJ's counterintelligence section tweeted today that based on the DOJ filing, it's hard to imagine no charges in this case, and that the only question really is now how many defendants will there be? Do you agree?
I think it's likely that there's going to be charges here. I'm always more cautious than a lot of other commentators out there. I will just say, though, if this was my client, if Mr. Trump was my client, I would tell him he's likely to be indicted and he should plan accordingly.
And what do you mean plan accordingly? Likely to be indicted, the former president of the United States. How do you plan for that when he's apparently had a pretty hard time getting decent lawyers?
Well, not only get a legal team, he needs to find and pay better lawyers, but he also needs to, for example, prepare his businesses for the impact of an indictment. He needs to prepare his family for the impact of an indictment. I spend a lot of time with clients trying to prepare them for what, the impact it has on their lives is actually quite substantial. Usually there's press releases about you. I think it can turn someone's life upside down, and Mr. Trump needs to be prepared for that.
Former president prepare for indictment. You wonder what that would look like, you know?
It is astounding, but that is, I think, where we're at. I have to say, Shep, that really Trump and his legal team have themselves to blame here. You know, back in May when they got that grand jury subpoena, if I was on that legal team, I would have said, we're going to comply, and they didn't do it, and I think that's why they're here.
Renato, good of you. Thank you.